This is a lesson I like to teach to reinforce the use of pronouns in a sentence. So a pronoun replaces the proper name. So what this is going to focus on is the use of he, she, and they. So this lesson would work from anyone ages 3 to maybe 5. And what we're going to do is we're going to start in a group with students and use my chair. And I'm going to ask for a volunteer, a helper, to come and sit in my chair. So one of my students will walk up and they'll sit down and we'll all be watching because we don't know what's happening. And I'll ask the question, who is sitting in my chair? And the kids, they're gonna think it's hilarious because I already know that student, but they're gonna say, Sarah is sitting in the chair. And I'm gonna be like, yes, she is sitting in the chair. And then I'm gonna say, okay, thank you. Can you go sit down? And I'll have another helper come. And we'll try this again, and hopefully this time I get a boy to help me. And he will come and sit in the chair, and I will say again to my students, who is sitting in my chair? And then they'll say, well, Hank is sitting in your chair. And I'll be like, yes, he is sitting in my chair. Can you say that with me? And then they will say, he is sitting in the chair. And so we'll go through the whole class, and it might take a little while because I want to spend a lot of time practicing using he and she instead of their names. By the time we go through the whole class, they usually catch on to my game, and instead of saying the name, they replace with the pronoun he or she. Now here's the fun part. If they're very good at he and she already, I put many chairs together and I put 3 or 4 students on it and we practice using they. So I'll put the students on the chair and I will say, who is sitting on my chairs? And then they're stumped because they want to list all the names. And it's okay, let them. We're learning how to replace names with the pronoun they. So they'll list the names and I'll say, you know what's easier? Just say they are sitting in the chairs. And so they'll copy me and we'll do that 3 or 4 times to practice. The reason I like this lesson is because my kids are actively getting up and moving and saying all these words to practice replacing the proper names with the pronoun he, she, or they.